Here you go. This is the right way up. That's another point. I did mention this before. My phone does what it wants to do. I cannot get this phone to do landscape when it's hard to no, forget it. No, I'm not gonna. Right, you wanted it in the upright position. Now you can't have it close up, and if I do it close up, that means I've got to go right down to the envelope. Right, so let's go down to the name. There you go. It's Miss S something, Private Secretary, Lord Mayor, Town Hall, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. The postmark is not a standard postmark. It's not March. It's MPO. Now, the only thing I know that's like MPO is Military Post Office or military something or the other. If I wasn't lazy enough, I'd actually go and look it up, what that means, the MPO. Like I say, I've done this. I'm doing all this from memory. I've done this before. I've researched all this, but as I want to know, what is that last name with the lady, and turn this round for you as well. This fella or this lady, I have no idea. I think it's the last bit is LYA. Oh jeez, where's my eyeglass? Oh, in actual fact, it could be something completely different. It's LYO, and it could be CE even. Just giving you that. And then, like I say, my camera goes, it does what it wants. It goes in and out of focus without me even doing anything. Pain in the backside it is. That bit, your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, that's MPO. If you look at it on there, like I say, I'm sure it's MPO. Let me have. It's either MPO or yeah, no, it is. It's MPO. But that's neither here nor there. I don't really want to know about what that is, because that's to do with the stamps. It's nothing to do with what I'm asking. All I'm asking for is, can you decipher that name? Don't worry about the bit under the I knew what that was. I can't tell you what it is now, but it's a plant of some sort. And the actual wording is a part of the title or part of a religious hymn or song. I've actually watched it on YouTube. I've actually watched what that is. But you don't really get the sort of gist of it, because it's all done in that la-di-da. You know how they are when they're singing these sort of hymns and that. It's not normal. Not for interpretation from what I remember of it. Yeah, so don't get tied up with anything else. What I want to know is what that is. and you would need to have a good you would need to have a good idea about joined up signatory writing. The same as that. I mean, everything else. I mean, if I could transfer everything on there, all by I can't get the name. I don't know what that name is. If I could, if there was bits, you see, like Miss, that's like a load of misses. See what I mean? His way of doing an M is so tight. But if you and I don't understand what all the squiggles are. I don't get it. But someone who knows anything about handwriting and signature would be able to understand that, I think. But of course, that's probably done in ink pen as well. You can. I'm saying you can tell. I'm looking at through my phone with my eyeglass, so I can see exactly what is on that letter. It's embossed. The actual paper is embossed. Sideways straight lines. But from what I get of it, it goes both ways. It not only goes top left to bottom right, it also goes from top right to bottom left. That's the embossing. If you really want to get into delicate stuff, there you go. There's the gold. Will I get that in? Will it adapt? Let's try it the other one. Let's see if this actually works. Sorry about the reflection of the red. That's off my camera. Right. There you go. That's as best it's going to be. How about that? That's better. I couldn't see any hallmarks, but I wouldn't think you would. I would imagine this is hotel stationery. That's why I sent it to the hotel, asking if they wanted it. But to have a gold whatever you want to call it, stud, I'd call it a stud, on your stationery, that's a bit extravagant. Mind you, the hotel is extravagant. Well, it wasn't so extravagant then, but it is now. This is definitely... I'm doing this from recollection. It's definitely 30s or 40s. It's around that era. So of course that sort of typewriting was... I mean, I've got loads of stuff like this. I've got loads of letters. How they even got to England, I don't know. You think what they want on letters these days to get here? Yeah, I will. I should do some more. Because I've got loads of this stuff from... This all came from my brother's estate. He passed away in 2021. So I'll tell you, this letter's done the rounds. Cairo to Australia, then Australia to England. It's done the job. And geez knows where it's been in between times. See, I would say, but of course it's not. It's definitely not. I would have said that was something like L. Her last name is something like LEFFEA. Left. left, right, left. No, that's me stuttering. I reckon that's Leffea. Lefay? Lefea? Oh yeah, it could be. No, no, it wouldn't be a last name, would it? Lefea. Um, but you can see how he's. If you look at Melbourne, it's the same. That's got to be an M. That first bit has got to be an M. So it doesn't stay. If I zoom into that, it doesn't stay in focus. Oh, it does now. I just did it a minute ago and it wouldn't. That looks like a multiple M. But what even the rest of that is, I have no idea. See, the last bit after the Y, to me, looks like OCE. LYOCE. The bits before would probably be, forget the squiggly bits, because I have no idea what the squiggly bits are. Looks like looks like a load of rubbish, really. Yeah, I need someone who knows anything about. That's called something, isn't it, in literary terms? Signatures. When it's all like that, it's called something, and I can't think what it is. Lucky I'm not intelligent. I'd be dangerous. Yeah, Bibbit. Bibbit is actually what it is, I believe, if I remember rightly. Bibbit. I mean, it's nice listening to it, but I don't think you can. If I what I remember from what I remember of it, you can't make head nor tail of it. It's in a different language, I believe. If not, it's done in a style that is a bit like opera, if you see what I mean. It's a bit like that. So, you can tell I'm not even. What do they call? I can't think of the word they call it. It's nothing to do with intelligence. It's something else. Yeah, I just thought I'd try this out. That's all. On YouTube, just to see if anybody can come up with what that last name is there and whatever that name is there. I wonder if all that squiggly stuff is his or her initials and so forth. So it's like well, it could be Mr. or Mrs. Couldn't it? They're both stupid English language. Maybe it's like Mr. or Mrs. interwoven with an M, another M in the middle. On the why you would see? Why would you? I don't think that's the same stroke. The bit that goes up and down to the side, I don't think it's the same stroke of the bit that goes round. It seems to me that it starts at the bottom, goes like a 9. Why you would even want to do that? Why? This is worse than the flipping Royal Mint. What sort of people were there when they was doing this, for crying out loud? So you go from the bottom up in a nine shape, round to the top and backwards. I don't get it. No, I just don't get it. And if I was to, I would say that's A. No, that's either A double E Lyo C or E again. I see it's the same. That double whatever that is there is near enough the same as what that is there, but in bit this is blown up. This is more. This is more accurate, if you could call it accurate. I have no idea. Qui aquam nearly bibit Ross Bibbit. Yeah, if you type that in, it comes up as I'm sure Bibbit is the sort of no, I'm never going to be able to explain it, so there's no point in me even trying. Like I say, I wasn't really interested in any of that anyway when I was researching it. I was really quite interested with the emblem, and like I say, I can't remember what plant that is. Like I say, I can't remember this. I mean, I did this ages ago. Oh, my brother died in 2021. He's talking 3 years ago. My brain's not that good. I struggle to remember what I did yesterday, let alone 3 years ago. But that you would think would be easier to read. And like I say, that looks like an LEFFE. Hang on, let me get my eyeglass out again. Even she's had it at the at the end. Well, no, of course it's him writing. He's writing it, isn't it? So again, it's the same double squiggle. Come on, there must be someone on YouTube who knows something about handwriting. See, there's a double there. And what was that? That's secretary. Secretary. See, now I'm trying to spell secretary in my head and I can't do it. SECE. Secretary. How can you have that as an R? Yeah, so he's E's. Hang on, let me come back to this. Where is it? He's E's. So that could be a double E. The same as that could be a double E. So, I'm getting there. What I need to do is write this down as I was deciphering it. Hers is better though. Hers must be. See, I keep thinking it's her, and it's not. It's this bloke writing it, or this woman writing it. But if you look at the rest of it, see, look at his Melbourne. Mayor, sorry, that is. Yeah, that is definitely M's. But how many of them is well beyond me. And what this bit there, I could go on like this all night. If anybody knows, just give us a shout. I might even work on this myself because I think I should be able to decipher it with the words that I do know. The M in Miss, the M in Melbourne there is definitely the first bit, but what degree that is, well, geez only knows is all I can say. See, even what's that Miss? It is Miss, isn't it? See, even his Miss, that's not Miss, is it? It's a double S, there's a dot, so there's definitely an I. Do you reckon this bloke knew how to spell? Or has he got the same thing that I've got? Because I do this. When using joined up writing, my brain doesn't correspond with my hand. And I tend to write it's as if my hand's too slow for my brain. So by the time I've written one bit, my brain has moved on, and then I'll do the next bit. But I reckon that's what he's got. I reckon he's got the same type of problem that I've got. Love it, yeah. I should be able to do this easy now. Yeah, like heck. Yes, that's what you need to do. You need to dissect all that. SEC, secret. The R is something out of this world. I reckon he's an alien. I reckon he's an alien. I think he came down just to write this letter. Could you imagine getting this in the post and getting a letter like it? How can that be miss? Honestly, how can that be miss? Or is it a form of miss? No, because there's only a couple of misses. It's not Mrs. Although, hang on a minute. Yes, it could be Mrs. Where's that? Where's that? Our secretary. SECR. No, because there's a dot. So there's definitely an I there. I reckon he was translating. He was translating. I don't think his English was too clever. See, look, you got the R in Terry and the R in secretary, and they both they both look like A's. Jeez. Oh, I think I'll stick to coins. Jeez, wept. Someone help me, please. Put me out my misery. I think someone will be able to do that dead easy. And I think even I... No, I don't. No, because I don't get it. I don't get it. So that looks to me like L, a large E, because he doesn't, or she doesn't it's but why would you expand? Why would you expand on the front bit and then end off with a little lovely little bit of squiggly bit like he does in his own name? That's exactly what that last bit is, exactly as near enough as that. Except through, it's like pass. I'll give up. Yeah, so that's MPO. Hang on, I'll do this while I'm here. I know you're not interested. I'll give you a bit of this mouse doesn't work. It has to be on this frigging mouse mat, which is filthy. I wouldn't really. Mind you, you don't have to look at my filthy mouse mat. There you go. Look, go back to the stamps. Right, let's close that down. Let's open that up. Let's open up a new page. Caps MPO. Ooh. Cancel. Oh, talk about my hand doesn't correspond with my brain. I can't type without looking at the screen. Right, let's see what this brings up. Sorry. I'm trying to give you something decent to look at while I'm doing this. All right. The cancellation of military protection order. 2025. Oh no, that's 2025. Secretary of Defence. Yeah, that seems to be ringing a bell actually. That goes into the history of the hotel. Yeah, that goes into this. So it is. It's yes. So it's sort of pre-war time. And one would assume he must have been in the military, obviously, or unless it was some sort of what the Germans used to do when they used to. I can't think of the word. Not scrutinise, but make sure that there was nothing in the letter that was censored. Censored, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a censored thing, I reckon. Hang on a minute. Let's go to this just answer. Oh no, they're going on about. See, this is where the internet is really quite a pain in the backside. They're saying it's a military protective order that is provided by the military law enforcement and original entered the MPO into NCIC. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That's in a different context. This is to do with regarding posting. Yeah. So you need to be. Cool. Look, that looks good, doesn't it? Now, why is it I can't get this phone to do that when I want it to do that? Right, hang on a minute. So, it does this all on its own. Let's see if it will... No, because it's too big. And don't ask me to do it wide again because it'll be upside down and all sorts. It does again, it does landscape when it wants to do landscape, and it won't do it in a certain way. Because I actually tried that. This is why I don't like using bloody caps. Right, here we go. Oh, for G's sake. The MPO cancel mark is a postal marking applied to a postage stamp to prevent its reuse. It is often used in conjunction with a postmark which indicates the date. Right. But it's obviously not. MPO cancel mark can be found on various types of stamps, including those issued by the United Kingdom or other countries. It is important for collectors and postal history enthusiasts to understand the different types of MPO cancel mark. Well, now, if I was, let's go to the better looking one. That to me looks like a cancel to order postmark. Oh, you can see the 17. Hang on a minute. Where's my pointer? I'll have to use a different pointer. There's a 17, so it's a 17th. You don't want to know, do you? You really don't want to know. No, I don't. It's driving me around the cocoa. Like I say, I've done all this before, so I don't even know why I'm trying to do it now. And I've done all this before, looking at this. And there's a whole book on this type of thing. Yeah, there's a whole book on this stuff. See, look at that. Look how it does that. And now you're going to complain it's the wrong way with this. You can't help some people, you know. Right, there you go. Seems it seems to be cooperating now with